it's Linda here. Thanks for joining me today as I play with these goodies from Fawn. I totally fell in love with the sweet little critter concert stamps and dies and couldn't wait to make a bright and happy card. So I grabbed out my rainbow patterned paper pad and I'm using this beautiful Plaid pattern here. That will be the background for my card, and then I'll create the little scene with the critters on the front. So I've cut using one of the gorgeous Fawn scalloped rectangle dies. I've cut the centerpiece there that I will then place all my little critters on when they're coloured and die cut out. So now just arranging the 3 critters that I'll be using onto some Copic friendly card and stamping them with Memento, which is a good ink to use with Copic markers. So stamping them out a couple of times to get a good impression. And then it's a matter of grabbing out my Copic colour chart and working out what I'm going to use today. I do like to keep all my colours together with a rubber band. It just helps me. I'm still quite a newbie with my Copics really, so when I attach them all with a rubber band together in their different colour families, it just helps me make my choices. So I'll try and indicate which colours I've used. If you can't see it on the screen in my hand, I'll definitely try and add it up the top on the top left of the screen so you can tell what colours I'm using each time. It's a pretty simple matter of colouring with the Copics today, nothing too detailed and involved, but with these gorgeous little critters you don't need much more than that. They really do shine with the beautiful colours of the Copics. So I'll let you enjoy the colouring and a little bit of music, and I'll be back for the next part of the process. Right, so all my colouring is done, so it's time to find the coordinating dies for the critters, attach them with a little bit of painter's tape just to hold them in place for die cutting. And these wonderful dies just make such a difference, make it a lot easier to get your little critters cut out nice and fast and very accurately too. So running it through my machine, and then I've got my 3 little critters all ready to work out where they're going to go on my card front. Right, so you saw me cut out the Plaid rainbow piece before, just attaching that with some tape runner, and then the scalloped piece will go in the centre there. And I'm just arranging my little critters, thinking about what's going to go where my sentiment will go, how big it will be, and having a bit of a thought about adding some colour to the background of that white scalloped rectangle. So you see I've cut another scalloped rectangle here out of some scrap card, and now I'm making a little frame for some ink blending. So I'm just cutting the center out of this piece, and then I'll be able to adhere it down over the top of my white rectangle. I've added some double-sided tape on the back that I can use temporarily, even though it's not a removable adhesive. It does work quite well for me in that way. This one, it's just a Fiskars one. No, sorry, an Express-It one. And I'm using peacock feathers here and my ink blending tool just to add some colour to my white scalloped piece. So this will be behind my little critter concert. So just ink blending darker at the bottom and then fading out towards the top. I then decided that it would look lovely to have some pretty brightly coloured musical notes up above my 3 little critters to signify the beautiful music that they're playing for this special person who's going to receive the card. So I've grabbed out some of my Altenew ink cubes. You can see all the colours listed at the top there, and just stamping all the little music notes that you get in the set above the critters. Now I'm backing the scalloped rectangle piece with some craft foam, using my liquid adhesive to add that to the centre of my card front. As you can see, I've added the little music stand with the music stamped in the centre of it, coloured it with some grey Copics, and now adding the little bird. I fussy cut his little bow tie. I did first of all cut it with the die, but I didn't like the white border, so I had to then fussy cut it, which was a little bit fiddly. But anyway, we sorted that out, and I've just stuck it in the middle, and these little bow tie pokes up at the edges, which is quite gorgeous. And all these little details, that's so special, aren't they? And then I've stamped one of these sentiments from the set, and I've used a die there to make the banner look at the end, and added some foam tape, foam adhesive to the back of my little critters for dimension. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again real soon.